Hello YouTube, this is Thompson Airways 737 bringing you another video, another 1/400 scale update for the Spanish Mediterranean model airport. So we're just going to get straight into the update pretty much. This update is a day late. I usually upload on a Friday, but slightly late. This is going to be part one because this update and the next update are going to be both based in the same year. And the reason for that is because there are two aircraft that really are kind of unique to that kind of period in time, which these aircraft did actually fly into Palma Airport at one point, which is what I'm kind of basing most of the updates on. When certain, well, to say most of them, when certain aircraft, certainly not regular stuff, flew into Palma, and obviously this is kind of what the airport is based on, pretty much. So we're going to get, like I said, straight into the update, like we normally do, from this perspective as well. Just gives a better angle for all the models that are featured and general activity on this update. Again, part two will be a rotation of aircraft. There may be some that may feature twice, I'm not sure, but I think for the most part there'll be a rotation. But obviously stay tuned for that. That will be uploaded probably midweek, and then going into 2003 for the next for the update after that will be on Friday, hopefully. But again, if it is a little bit delayed, don't worry about it. It will come eventually. So we're going to start off first on the far side. Start off with these aircraft. So we've got this Britannia Airways 767-300 registration GOBYH. Britannia is quite prominent at this airport. Operating service from and to Manchester. Manchester seems to be the most common destination, but they did. Britannia also operate from Gatwick and Birmingham, but also maybe the likes of Luton as well may feature at some point. I'm not sure. But Manchester seems to be the most common, certainly for the 767s. And then we have an SAS Scandinavian 737-600. This is also could be SAS Brathens as well. Registration LNRRY. This is operating a service from and to Stockholm. And then taxiing beyond them, we have this Monarch 757-200 on pushback. This is operating a service from and to, well, obviously heading out to Manchester now as well. As you can see, like I say, on pushback. Then if we pan across, we have this Air Berlin 737-800 registration DABAF. This is operating a service from and to Hamburg in Germany. As you can see, getting a good service here. Obviously Air Berlin was quite prominent at Palma in real life. I'm not sure exactly, how they work their schedules, but I kind of took into consideration that Air Berlin may have had aircraft based at Palma, or sort of semi-based. I'm not sure. I know they had the sponsors on the air bridges and stuff at some point, so whether they did actually make that a base, I'm not too sure. But with that into consideration, which is why I've got the catering trucks there, because obviously an aircraft, when it flies somewhere, it'll get catered at the home or sort of base airport and then fly back, like a quick rotation. So like if an aircraft's flying out from Doncaster, for instance, it won't get the same turnaround service like it would at Doncaster because that's where it's based. So it makes sense to do it, when it returns rather than do it each time it actually lands. And there should be enough kind of catering, you would imagine. But again, I don't know, to some degree we'll just kind of go with the flow in these updates. There may be some things that aren't 100% accurate, but I'm doing the best I can do for the updates, I guess. Moving on, we have this Ryanair 737-200, which has also been quite a regular aircraft featured recently, and the Jaguar livery alongside the billboard Ryanair 737-200 as well. Registration EICJE. This is operating a service from Stansted. And And as you can see on the stand, they mostly use these stands and the remote stands, sort of away from all the main terminal section where the air bridges are. Which also comes down to how much airlines want to pay for the service. Do they want to utilise the service of an air bridge, or if not, they'll probably pay less fees for remote stands and stuff for the service of the passengers, I guess. And then panning across, taxiing in, we have this SATA International A310. So another common visitor recently, both of them CSTGU and TGV. On this occasion it is CSTGU. This is operated, which I believe is the Gemini Jets version. So we did Gemini Jets version, then we went to the Phoenix, and now this is the same Gemini Jets version. This is inbound from Lisbon in Portugal, and we'll taxi to stand. May need to hold while the Monarch 757 pushes back. Then on remote stands, we have the EasyJet 737-300, registration HBIAJ, IJ. So this is obviously EasyJet Switzerland. This is operating a service from Geneva. Next out we have this Polish 737-500, registration SPLKD. Again, a regular visitor that has been quite prominent as well. Operating a service from and to Warsaw. I think it's probably the only destination they would operate from. Polish Airlines seems to be the main base where they would operate services from. Certainly to other European destinations. And then also on the remote stands we have this Titan Airways BAE 146. It's actually a BAE 146-200QC, registration GZAPK. This is obviously in the not the original colours, but the kind of, I'd say, middle colours. This did make an appearance at Doncaster. I don't know if I actually saw it in person or not. But I think the livery I'm most familiar with is the Mars livery, with like the basically in black with the planet Mars towards the rear and like the stars and stuff. The newer livery is not too bad, but I do prefer when they have Mars on the back. In fact, no, it's not Mars. In fact, I got that completely wrong. I don't know why I'm saying Mars. It's actually one of the moons of Saturn, I believe. Which is one of the moons is called Titan, which is where it comes from, I think. I don't know why I'm going on about Mars. But yeah, that's still a nice model to include. This is operating a flight from Edinburgh, and then positioning it, or I'd say taxiing out really. We've got this Spanner A321, another custom. I do kind of hope, in a way, that maybe Aeroclassics might release some Spanair models in the future. They've done quite a few Spanish models in the past, Iberia, Hyperworld, and other models to think about. But yeah, Spanair is kind of missing. If they did, the same registrations that I've got, I wouldn't mind too much, because I think it'd be probably better quality, really. So I wouldn't be too fussed about that, but I would hope maybe a different registration to what I have. Either A320 or A321 would be nice. And hopefully in this livery, they may even do some of the other liveries they had as well, potentially. If they did, this is operating, or should I say, going out to Madrid, obviously in mainland Spain. And then on stand, we have, which is the main sort of aircraft of this update, is a Corsair 747 SP, and this is actually operating on behalf of Britannia Airways from Manchester yet again. So generally Manchester is probably one of the main destinations from the UK for charter airlines, and this is operating a charter service on behalf of Britannia. As I say, registration FGTOM, again operating from Manchester. So yeah, that's it for that, guys. Sorry I got a bit confused there with the Titan Airways and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's Saturn. Pretty sure it's one of the moons of Saturn. Maybe I should have researched that before doing the video, but anyway, it makes it fun, I guess. But yeah, that's it for this update. So part 2 is basically going to be in the same year. So this is 2002. The next update again will be in 2002. Probably will be a rotation of aircraft because I don't want to make every update like similar or the same. Because there's just kind of no point in that. There's no point. So yeah, stay tuned for that, which will probably come either I'd say probably Tuesday, and then the following Friday, unless I'm busy again, will be going into 2003. So again, I appreciate any likes, comments, and feedback. Anybody who's new to the channel, if you want to subscribe as well, please do. And of course, as always, if you follow me on other media, I will be uploading photos as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.